Thanks. Hi everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to Mary's Craft Room for Sundays at 7. Tonight, I've got a few things that I want to go over with you, but we're going to feature the new stamp bundle that is coming up. You can start purchasing it on Wednesday. It's an online exclusive. And what does that mean? It means that several times this year they're going to have products that are available only online, and they are just, there's no end date. It's till supplies last, but this is one of them. And so I decided I would feature a card for you tonight I've got the bundle and I've got some paper. So the dies we're going to use tonight, they have lots of dies that go with them. We're going to use the circular die, if I can get that out. There we go. I'm going to use the circular die. I just love it. I think it's so cute. And then there's this long one too. And you might wonder, what the heck does that look like? So I did a sample for you. And this is what it would come out like. Isn't that kind of cool? And so you could either use adhesive tape, or you can just put a drop of glue on each of these dots. And that would have looked cool on the edge of my card also. So that is really a very neat die. I can't wait to do a card with that too. So I want to just set these aside for a minute and then show you, talk about a couple other things going on right now. We still have, let's pop this over and I'll bring those back out. We still have until Tuesday at midnight for celebration and for the great joining bonus of $175 of product for only $99. Or you can do $175 for $129 and get the $63 mini cut and emboss in either blue or white. So you have 3 options for joining. It is the best deal you're going to find this year for joining, I guarantee it. And so we've got until midnight on Tuesday night. So you don't want to miss out on that great deal. There are a couple things that are out, or at least one for sure that I know that is gone from Celebration, and that is the gorgeous Dainty Flowers paper. It was a big hit. I've made several cards with it, and that is currently out and will not be back. Not currently out, it's just all sold out. All right, so I was crafting this weekend. I had a class, and I had some things I wanted to do, and you've seen some of my shadow boxes before, and I didn't have one for St. Patrick's Day, and I knew I had to have one on my desk. So look at this one. Isn't it kind of cute? I did an 8x8, and then I used the paper that I believe was in the Celebration. Let me just verify that. Yes, the huge pack of paper for a $100 order, just loaded with really nice colors and designs, and there happened to be some green that I like. It's Granny Apple Green, and I paired it with Garden Green to go with it. So I used the new Lucky stamp and punch set that we have. And again, the punch is no longer available, but you could hand cut these very easily. And then I used the gnome set, and had to give them a red beard, of course, for St. Patrick's Day. I had an old clover punch, so that's what I used there. And the bling is some old retired Granny Apple Green, and it fit perfectly. And then I used the cauldron from an old Halloween set, and then just punched out some dots for my pot of gold. And then I used the old retired rainbow set too, and then the grasses from an Easter one. And I thought it turned out so super cute, so stinking cute. And this is an 8x8 one. So I'm kind of proud of that one. Took me all afternoon, or after class, it took me 3 hours, but it turned out exactly the way I wanted it. Very, very cute. But I have a shadow box on my grandparents' antique desk in my craft area at all times. Every holiday season, there's typically one sitting out. All right. So, hi, Bonnie. Oh, I know, Bonnie, that paper was just the cutest. Thanks, Sherry. And Sherry is also one that loves to do shadow boxes. Sherry, this one I had it in my head how I wanted it to look, and it turned out pretty darn close to what I was looking for. Alrighty. One other thing is I have Tuesday night, if anybody else is watching, I have Pick Your Kit class. You can come over at 6 o'clock and pick any of the kits that I have. I've got a whole cart of kits. I just sold 5 of them this weekend after posting the picture, so that was kind of cool. But I have just about one of everything left. So that's at 6 o'clock. You can come on over and do a kit class with us. All right, so let's go back to the card. Now, guys, I did it 2 different ways. And you know I love the bookbinder. And I just felt that this circle punch fit perfectly on there, right in the middle of the 4x4 square. So at first, I used the dots that were on here. I thought that was kind of cool. So I stamped them in white, in craft white first. But it fades a little bit, and I thought it just didn't have enough pizzazz. So then I did a second one, and I did it in the Flirty Flamingo, and I liked that one just a little bit better. Now the paper has got 2 new colors that are coming back, or old colors coming back, and that's Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. I no longer have those because I sold them in rummage sales, so I decided to stick with pretty much monochromatic with Flirty Flamingo. I added just a little bit of twine in there because it tied in well with the Flirty Flamingo. So, all right. So let us get going on that then. All right. So let's put this aside and get out our pieces here. I'm going to get some paper for stamping on. Get some clean grid paper out here for you. I hate doing my show and having sloppy grid paper, so I always get a clean sheet out just for you guys, just so it looks so pretty and nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is I did my normal bookbinder where it is 4 1/4 by 11. So you get 2 out of a sheet of paper. You score it at 5 1/2, and you score it again. So if I'm scoring it, I'm doing 5 1/2. I slide it over and it's 6 3/4. And then we just fold that in half. Okay, and then that other score is right there. All right, so we've got that. So what I chose to do then was stamp the dots in Flirty Flamingo first. I did that before I did the die cuts. So I just took the stamp and went all over it. Just filled it up. Don't worry about the middle so much because that's getting cut out. But I even did the bookbinder end too. So I'm going to close it up like this so it doesn't get all over the back. Real quick and easy. And then it just gives it a little texture on in the background. I just have this issue with blank cardstock. I like it to have texture or fill or something. Alrighty. Oh, and I actually did I filled everything in because then when I cut it out, then the dots have a little bit on there. They have some spots on them. So now I'm going to bring up the not quite. I'm going to get the cut and emboss machine just once because we're going to do both the cuts. So I did this, and then for the sentiment, guys, I used this die cut from the Stylish Shapes. It's the biggest one here. And then I'll just cut it off. So I've got a piece of white scrap paper here, and I've got the thank you. And we'll do that in our Flirty Flamingo. Like I said, we're staying pretty monochromatic here. And I am just going right down here on the end. All right. Put that aside a second. Now I'm going to get the cut and emboss out. And we'll do both of our cuts. I'm bringing it out here tonight because I want to show you how I did the card. So I took the card and then I laid it down flat on there, and I put the circle right in the middle of it. And then I'm going to shake the whole table. Okay, there goes the camera. Trying to do it slow, but maybe I should just do it fast. All right, so we've got that. We'll come out. And then we'll pull that right out. And there we go. We've got a couple scraps. So we'll take care of those in just a second. And now I'm going to get rid of all of these scraps. And then I'm going to take my sentiment and then I'm going to put this pretty close, the arrow down on the end, because I don't want a lot of blank space. Let's try and get that so it looks a little straight. Then we'll run that back through, and then we'll get rid of the shaky video here. Okay, so I'm going to take this down. And let's see how I did. Pretty good. All right. So I'm going to lower the camera just a little bit now. There we go. Back down by me. Okay. So I'm going to take out my trimmer. So we're going to take this now, and I don't want all that excess. So I'm just going to take my trimmer and cut off a piece on the end, and we'll just use it like that. And it'll go even on the card. Okay. And then I will get back to my card, and I'll get this. And then let's see if I've got any little pieces in there. I do yet. Just got to pop out a little, I think just one. So now if you can see it, then on some of these dots, there are spots of Flirty Flamingo. So that turned out just the way I wanted it. Okay, so now next, I'm going to get the trimmer back out. These are the 2 sheets of paper that we used. I've already got this piece cut for the bookbinder edging. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put this paper underneath, like that. So this is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I am going to cut this one at 4 by 4. And then I know I'm going to get that nice big rose on the top. And I'll just put that paper aside. And this paper is so pretty. And it's so springy looking. So that will fit right in there. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm missing, Bonnie, I'm missing Miss Mary. She even sent me a message at 5 after 6. Are you on tonight? And I said, yes, but not until 7 o'clock. All right. So now we've got, let's get my stuff organized here. So now I've got my piece for the bookbinder, and what I did was the base white piece is 1 inch by 4 inches. Then I just go down 1/8 of an inch. So that is 7/8 by 3 7/8. And then I go down another 1/8 of an inch, and I've got the DSP that's at 3/4 by 3 3/4 in length. So I'm going to tape those all together. And attach them. Oopsie, I think I do this on every video. So I'm going to change this out. I thought I had everything ready for me. I just realized I need my glue. So I'll get this changed and I'll pop over and get my glue. I always use the glue on the bookbinder just because it holds better. Adhesive sometimes has a tendency to let loose, but the glue does really well. Okay, so we'll get our tape back in here. But I think that's a couple videos in a row that I've done that. Alrighty, now I'm going to line this up. Pretty good. Close enough. And then we'll tape that. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes on the cardstock the tape tends to pull. So then I have to kind of switch to glue. I don't know, it's pretty strong tape, so I think that's what it is at times. I know I do struggle with it on when I emboss the paper. Then it definitely gives me a little bit of a problem. But I can always figure out how to make it work. All right, now let's put this on the white, like so. And then, let's try this again. There we go. Okay. We're going to put it onto our bookbinder edge here. And I can see where the score line is. And we'll go like that. And I'm going to just bend that back a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to take my adhesive and just go around the edge, the right side, not the wrong side. I'm going to go around the edge, and that is going to fit right behind the circle that we have cut out. Okay. So I can lay that right down here. Make sure I'm up here in your camera view. And when we flip it over, there we go. There is, and there's my rose, or my flower. I don't worry about putting this down. I feel like I've got a little glue on there, but it's not going to matter. Okay, I don't worry about this cutout edge. I just let it kind of float in there. Now what we're going to do is, before we glue this down, I want to put my twine on. Okay, and then we'll glue it down after that. So I'm just going to cut enough so it looks like I can do a bow with it. I don't always have exact measurements. I just do what looks good. Oh yeah, I see some adhesive a lot of adhesive coming through. But I can use my adhesive eraser and get rid of some of that. Okay. Let's do a little bow here. Okay. And we'll adjust that a little bit. Struggling with this one tonight, just a little. There we go. That'll be fine. We'll trim that down. I like the twine because it kind of curls up a little bit on the edge. Now what I'm going to do is put my glue on the back of here. Like so. And then just press it down. And let that set for a minute, and we'll work on our other pieces. Going to put a flower in Flirty Flamingo on the inside and right on the envelope too. So we'll do it on the corner. So as you can see, this is just a super quick and easy card once Mary has it designed and all figured out for you. There we have that. And I'm going to grab something else behind me. I did get just a little crazy with my adhesive, so there's a little on there that I don't necessarily want, so I'll take see if I can get it off with the adhesive eraser, which works pretty slick. It doesn't seem to all be coming off, and I don't want to wreck the cards, so It might have to just stay that way for now. Okay, so this is going down. Now we can tape our inside, our 4x4 inside. Let's get this stuff out of the way here. Put some tape on here. And then we'll just lay that down there. And then the thank you, I'm just going to match up right on the edge there. So just put a little bit on the last half of it, the back half. And then I'll line it right up with the edge. Let's come down here a little bit. With the edge of the card. And it looks just a tad crooked. Why do I do that always on videos? I think it always happens. Let's try this just a little bit better. There we go. A little bit better. Okay, so I've got that. And now we just need to add a little bling, guys, and we are done with our card in no time at all. So I put a big one here, and then let's see, we'll put a little one up here, and then we'll put like a medium-sized one, and we'll go right over there. And there you have it, a sweet little springy looking thank you card. Easy to do, pretty colors with the new set. And I just love it. I can't wait to do more with it. Hi Gail, how are you? Oh, there you are, Mary. Good job. There you are. So that's all I've got for you guys tonight. Just a couple other things. March 25th, I've got a class. My next card buffet will be at my church, 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock. If you want to join me there. I'm thinking of doing a baby and kids card class coming up soon. A few other things. So just stay tuned, and if you're not on my email list, please message me with your email and I will get that out to you. I don't send a ton of emails, just when it's needed. I will send one probably Wednesday when the new list of colors come out and all of the stuff you can get for the online exclusives. So with that, let's call it a night, quick and easy. The Irresistible Blooms in Flirty Flamingo. I hope you like this card as much as I do, and thank you so much for watching me as always, and have a wonderful week, everybody. Take care and happy crafting. Bye-bye.